to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang. Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Cory Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items at my job, he could play it right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
The thirst is absolutely real, everybody. I am Sir Aaron Carter, and this is the Weekend Bang on the internet. Powered by energy, everybody. Sponsors are Oblivion Comics and Coffee. Come for the coffee, stay for the comics. And Antline Audio. Keep your headphones. Get a damn mod mic already. Are they going to switch it to that? I think that's more forceful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. On the show today, of course, we have not the fake, but the real David Webb, everybody.
What is going on, everybody?
How's it feel to be closer to the studio now?
It's nice. I left at like 10 minutes before I had
Right.
to be here.
Right. It's like, I'm on my way 2 minutes before the show starts.
It's
You're going to be
amazing.
late all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
You're going to be late.
You'd think being closer, I would be on time all the time.
No.
No, I'm going to be late.
No, you're going to be late
all the time.
All the damn
We have
Now
a
I
thing
know how you
called-
guys feel.
We have a thing. Wow. We have a thing called CP time, and that's colored people time.
Am I a part of that now?
No, you're not.
Damn it.
No. You're just late.
Yeah, you're just late. Steven Gutierrez is here.
What's going on, everybody?
He has the ability to smell the future.
Yeah. Apparently.
That's his superpower, apparently. So can you smell crimes before they happen to you? Is that what you do?
When it comes to food.
So
Like, I'm definitely not eating
the killer
that.
ate tamales today.
It's only tamales, though. That's the
That's
frustrating thing.
all, yeah. So
If the
Doesn't
crime
say.
has to do with tamales,
You know,
Aaron's the guy.
I think the world was just trying to tell me something.
yeah, because pizza was in the room, but you smelled tamales.
I did.
Is,
Wow.
okay, is tamales the
Nothing.
pizza equivalent?
Nope.
No.
Not even.
No?
It's
That
not
would be the
even-
Mexican pizza from Taco Bell. That's the equivalent.
I don't even understand that. I never got the Mexican pizza.
Well,
Taco
because it's
Bell.
basically a tostada, right?
No, that's
not
that's
even?
terrible. If that's how your tostadas look, that is
I've
terrible.
never had a tostada. I'm just guessing because I know
It's just
tostadas are
basically
flat.
a taco.
Behind the ones and twos, Cory Vincent here.
How's it going, everybody?
Cory, do you like the Mexican pizzas
Mexican pizza? I don't know what that is.
from Taco Bell?
It's a sex position. Call it the Mexican pizza.
It sounds like it should be more of a sex position than it should be something you put in your mouth.
It's all the same. What are you talking about? That's all the same.
Right.
That's when you take some migrant workers, you invite them over.
Had to go there.
Awful.
Had to go there. Huh?
Wow. Back to the story, though. Webb, welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Now you live officially in the same city. So,
Yeah.
for people who don't know, Webb has been traveling every
Hundreds of
time he's on
miles.
the show, hundreds of miles.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
put thousands of miles on his vehicle just to do this show. Gas, probably astronomical. And now he's just a stone's throw away, as they
Yeah.
say.
So are we
I don't know.
moving the show to like Rockland now?
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Next story is we got a studio in Rockland,
Yeah,
everybody.
exactly.
These studios moved.
And
I love it. I think it's so cute when apartment people move. Like,
apartment people.
It's so adorable. Like, it's the cutest thing. He made it sound like, he got like an army of men to be there and had a giant truck. And, he had cookies and things, for us to eat before we
There were
started.
donuts.
delicious donuts.
Delicious donuts,
were
coffee. He did all the right things at exactly the right time. But we moved like 4 boxes. The whole trip was like 4 boxes and a bed.
It was a lot
Yeah,
of
pretty much.
it was a lot of small knickknacks and
Yes.
doodads and even some old string. But
You laugh, but I'm sure there was strings somewhere
yeah,
in
I'm
there.
pretty sure there was string
I mean-
everywhere. The U-Haul was overflowing.
With space.
With
Just
space,
empty
yeah.
space.
Well, no, but by the time we did the storage unit, it was fuller.
The ground was, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's because we stopped caring about how we packed things.
So we kind of
We just kind of
just
set it
threw
on the
things
ground.
in there.
But it was one trip.
it was one
was
trip.
That was the goal.
So yeah,
One trip,
I-
one trip.
I did
Here,
that.
always week in, week out, everybody. And salty as ever. I mean, the chat room, everybody. Say hello, chat.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's going on, Salty Chat? Man, they started off really strong just talking about politics.
Yeah.
I did.
Sorry to
Good
disappoint you
Lord.
guys. Last week we had the video Trump bump. If you want to go back and listen to our political episode, it was you can listen to it on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's where that episode is. We had Ivy Doom Kitty on the show, and I think that's all the time we're going to dedicate.
Yeah, no more of that.
No
people.
more,
if we're talking politics, it's video game politics.
Yeah, and I think we're even going to like cut back on any of the jokes. Like, everyone's, that's a Trump thing. Oh, racism is all Trump. No, we're going to stop the Trump jokes. We're going to stop the Clinton jokes because it's just not worth it. It's played into the ground.
Exactly.
It's like all my material, guys. I literally replaced the F-bomb
He prepped.
with Trump.
Yeah.
I just changed it.
He just throws his paper
And now,
away.
thanks.
Yeah, if
What
you
am I
want-
even doing here?
If you want to hear a bunch of idiots talking about politics, just check your Facebook timelines.
Just watch the
Heyo.
news.
Yeah, because
That's-
we're not going to be an extension of your timelines.
I'll tell you one thing,
Truth.
though, just to kill off that. Stop deleting your friends, you idiots. Like, they have thoroughly offended your family by killing somebody in it. They have not. And it's Facebook. Not even a real thing.
Well, you
don't
can
have to see
easily
them every
hide
day.
people. Just block
You
them.
sure
just,
can.
Yeah, just hide them.
And you don't have to see these people every day.
Well, the
So-
people I deleted, I was going to delete them before all the election stuff because they're not really.
And then it was just a cherry on top.
Yeah, it was just like,
Yeah.
no, it's just like, I might as well do it now.
I don't know. I didn't even
It
put
gives
up
me
that-
a reason to explain, oh, he must have deleted me because of this.
I don't put
Right.
the
But really,
effort.
it's like, I didn't care for
I
this.
don't
don't
put the
care.
effort. If I don't put the effort to delete you off my friends list from a Xbox or a PlayStation, why would I even put the effort into it for
Maybe you're just lazy.
So you don't,
'Cause I don't
You don't
care.
go on like
I do
sporadic cleaning
Nope.
sprees.
Because I don't care. I do not care. Could care less.
Got to give some kudos to the NRG Rocket League team. Sad Jr., Jacob, and Fireburner are the number one Rocket League team in North America. They won the regional championship today for the second year in a row.
Nice.
And secured a top seed when they go and play in Amsterdam the first week of December.
Advice, guys: don't smoke a lot of weed for the game.
No, please don't.
Need to be focused, and
Don't go out drinking the night before.
Don't go out banging whores too, because it's legal over there as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have the whole red light district.
Yeah, whole red light. They just sit in the
Haven't you ever
windows
seen
and-
Eurotrip?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, I haven't.
You have it?
No.
Well, good luck to you,
Can't tell if
gentlemen. Again, no weed and whores. So,
I saw some of the game.
or excuse me.
I thought you were
Excuse
gonna
me.
say, I saw some of the whores.
I saw some
They're
of
not
the
that
horrors.
bad.
It's for what
Excuse me.
you're
Let's-
paying for.
Let's rephrase.
No.
Ladies of the night. Okay.
Sounds like a.
I feel like if you went over there, they'd be like, no, just call
No,
us.
it is what it is. No, but I saw some of the game, and that's a whole other level of Rocket League.
Yeah, it is, man.
I mean,
It's completely
it's
different.
ridiculous.
professional.
It's ridiculous.
So this is your level. This is
It's-
their level.
Yeah,
You know.
they
Well, I
were
hope so.
flying.
I hope so. I mean, you wouldn't want to be like, oh, well, I can do that. I mean, when you watch
you could
the
if you
top
trained.
league.
Yeah,
Hard enough.
that's the beautiful thing about esports.
8 hours of your day?
Yeah,
If
Like,
you-
that's what you got to give up. You know that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I
you got to
mean,
give
hey.
that.
You
Give
know-
it your all.
You're
Yeah,
doing
but
what
here-
you love, Aaron.
so I was listening
Doing what you
to
love.
an esports podcast, and one of the guests that they had on was comparing esports to like other sports, and he's saying like, I'm a huge fan of the Miami Heat,
Okay.
but I'm a 5'1" Indian guy. I am never going to be playing NBA, but if I train hard enough and I have good hand-eye coordination, I have a solid chance of being a pro gamer,
You do.
which is kind of cool if you
Yeah,
think about
okay.
It could be anybody's game. There's no like
but no.
potential limit.
It's the same. It's the same
Unless
thing.
you have
I think it's
no
just
arms.
it's the time.
Unless
it's
you
the
have no
time.
arms.
So if you're
Yeah.
in sports, because he could be 5'1" and still play in the NBA. There have been people shorter than
Well,
that
yeah.
that played in the NBA.
Spud Webb
Mogsy Bogues.
Yeah.
But-
So it was just he
Spud
can't
Webb?
he can't
related to
decide
David.
he
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be like
Yeah.
he can't be like 26 and then be like, you know what, I'm going to train right now.
Why not?
Let's do
And
it.
then because you're done.
You're
Why
too
not?
old.
You're too old.
How
You
was
don't
I
have
too old?
you don't have that background of playing. You know, because they've had older. They have what it was 3 years, 4 years ago. They had the oldest rookie. He was like 30 something, and he got drafted in the NBA.
I think so.
Yeah. So, but he had a background history. He had a history of basketball beforehand.
Right.
Like he just wasn't in the big leagues. So you can't just be sitting around eating Doritos and Mountain Dew all day and then decide, you know what?
If
Let
you
me try for the
train hard
NFL.
enough and just They did that with that Philadelphia.
What was
team.
that? Yeah, that's
That
true.
movie,
bring up-
Invincible or whatever.
Stop it.
Where Mark Wahlberg, he's
Stop
like, you know what? I'm done with acting. I want to be a football player from Boston.
From
I think.
Boston.
I don't know. Maybe
You may
Philly.
have
Eagles.
you may have 1 in a million, but I guarantee
But
you
he did, and it was for like 3 years. He played. He could say, "Yeah, I just
But esports.
tried out and made it."
esports a little more. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Esports is a little. It's a little more attainable. I understand that one definitely.
I think anybody can pick it up if they're devoted and train hard enough.
Right.
They can achieve the same potential.
We're gonna
and
get
you
to
can
that-
probably do it for longer
We're gonna get to that
than
time.
regular sports.
We're gonna get to that time where esports athletes will be like, "Yeah, no, you can't. This is something I have crafted since birth."
you and I,
Yeah.
remember we watched that Smite game and they put the coaches in because it was throwaway games. It was already well established that both teams were going to finish 1 and 2 and go to Worlds.
Yeah.
And so the last couple games in the series, they were just like, let's have some fun matches.
Yeah.
And so they put their coaches in. And the commentators were acting like these were decrepit old men who were just going to be complete garbage. And
like
they're
he's
like,
lost.
Send the
his-
27.
there's
Yeah.
been like 4 updates since he played professionally, so he's not going to know what the hell he's doing, kind of stuff. It's like I'm sure he plays the game still. He's a coach,
Right.
So he has to know the meta. And
Nope, he just spectates and tells them what to do.
and he
What the
got
hell
on there and
when
did
did that
fine.
happen?
Like,
Yeah.
he started up. The energy coach started with like a double kill, like in the first part of the game. Like he didn't skip a beat. I'm sure he wasn't as elite as the top tier guys, but
Right.
he's not just going to go in there with a crutch and a cane and
Oh, he might.
get.
Isn't, I never understood that. You can't. I think with video games and esports and stuff, you're gonna be able to play for years as long as you keep up the craft. I think
don't-
you'll be able, unless you get arthritis from clicking.
That's
but
a thing.
like
but
at
as you
age
get
30,
as you
but
get
that's
older, your
what-
hand-eye coordination does.
They call it the
decrease.
click. That's what they called it.
I think you just have to keep.
I mean,
Like,
if you keep your
training
mind right,
on it.
yeah. I mean, theoretically, yeah. Like a baseball player only has so long because his knee goes out.
His body, yeah, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean, ultimately,
It probably
any other sports.
It depends on how fast the game is. It
eye
does.
coordination.
Because
I
you
think
think about
something
it,
you can train
a
it.
chess player could probably champion for a long while, right?
True.
Years can be
Probably
extremely
about the
old.
same as an esports.
Yeah.
athlete.
So, but if it's a quick reaction type of game, then yeah, your reaction time and everything goes a little lower whenever
Yeah.
you get older. But if you're playing a real time strategy game or something like that, you might have a little shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So congratulations. It's pretty phenomenal. Out of 2 seasons, this is the 2nd season of the RLCS, and they won North America 2 times in a row. Now our Smite team is up on deck next. They're going for Worlds.
Oh, they're
and,
banging.
they're going for the 2nd back-to-back
Let's do it.
champions too. So exciting times for NRG. Yeah, I'm really psyched for the future of that. And also, if you guys noticed, if you look at the follow numbers for our Twitch page here, we are over 1,000.
Yeah.
And we've been trying to get there for a long time. In I don't know, it's pretty exciting. So we're gonna deliver on a promise that we did many moons ago when we said we were going to do a Kiss themed
Kiss themes, yes.
makeup
Correct. There you
episode.
go.
And we're getting the things put together. The
who's
theme-
Dr. Love?
Was there an actual physical Dr. Love?
No.
No. That makes the song
But they
even
called
worse.
him Dr. Love.
They called
They
him
did call him Dr. Love.
So who was?
Do
Hashtag who is Dr. Love?
we have to drink?
Blood? Yeah.
No.
You have to bite the head off a bat.
That's Ozzy.
Oh, yeah.
We have to drink.
But it was a dove.
What is it? Cherry Dr Pepper.
I think
Cherry
we
Dr.
have
Pepper.
the
Yeah,
lineup
it's a
set
Kiss.
too. I'm gonna be the demon. Aaron has decided to take on Ace Frehley, Space Ace, the one with the silver.
Yes. Yes.
Webb is going to be our Paul Stanley,
Star Child.
Star Child with the bright red lipstick.
Yep.
I will be watching from home.
And Harambe.
Harambe.
Nonetheless, will be the kitty cat.
Peter Chris.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
He's gonna prop his dead corpse right up in that chair and
of all the hype that we've had for this damn Kiss makeup episode.
He was almost president. Right? Whatever that's.
What are we
debate,
going to set
let's
for
go.
2000, Aaron?
I don't know. I think we should set it inside the Kiss makeup.
Why don't you do it? Why don't you
Be
do
in
it
that
another
mindset.
vote?
Be in that mindset. You don't want to give that power to the fans.
But
No.
you're giving them the options.
I learned a lesson
That's
from
it.
the last
You
podcast.
decide what they're voting on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Corey has definitely
I
learned
learned my
the
lesson
lessons.
what happens when we let our fans vote.
Corey's never gonna leave.
That's
it
why
up
you
to them
put
again.
something in there that you all want.
Let's do some banging around the web.
Banging around the web.
I wasn't ready for that. I was still on the other thing. The web. Echo.
As we know, the NES Classic came out, and Nintendo does this thing strikingly. Like they will say, "Hey, we got a product coming out. There's only going to be two released. That's it.
Yeah.
We're going to put those out there. They sell out like crazy. Everybody goes crazy and stuff like that. So it was damn near impossible to find these things,
I'm not
right?
even convinced this was really Nintendo.
You don't think this is Nintendo, really?
Look at the freaking box.
It's got Nintendo's
It's
official
there.
seal.
Yeah, it's their officials.
It has their seal, but why does it look like a made like a as seen on TV?
It does look like it was made in
Something
China.
you would find in a Walgreens.
It's technically made in Japan.
I think they were going for a vintage
Probably.
look.
It didn't even hit that. It just hits a tacky look.
It's very tiny. I tell you that. You know why? I saw somebody on, you know what? I'll name drop, whatever. Happily Ever Jenna was playing with it. She got one. And she was playing with it, and it was small, and it was kind of dangling under her TV.
It was.
Yeah.
She didn't have it propped up. It was, just kind of dangling
it's
there.
light.
Yeah, it's light. There's nothing wrong with it. She said
it doesn't need the hardware of like the nowadays consoles.
She said one bad thing about it in her video. She was like, one bad thing is the controller restraint. It's short, so you're right up on your TV, and it's like, oh, with new technology nowadays, look at the size of TVs.
TV's this big.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's HDMI, right?
Yes.
Just get a longer HDMI cable. Let's pull it out like we did.
You're gonna have to. But but if you didn't think of that beforehand and you just out the box, you kind of screwed the pooch there, didn't you?
Pretty sure they'll come out with the wireless.
I just don't
controllers.
like. I don't like the box. I'm not gonna get it just for the box.
The actual console box,
Yeah.
or the outside the manufacturing packaging.
The manufacturing packaging.
It was sold.
They went like for throwback because I'm on the
Yeah.
official website now, and they made it kind of look like a 90s website with the stars in the background and that 80s grid and stuff. But I like the flash and the flare, and I'm not feeling this.
It sold out, of course, at Best Buys, Targets. Amazon still had some, and they probably still do now. This is kind of an older story. But you can also find them on eBay, and guess how much they were going for, of course.
Shit.
Probably like
2,000.
$200.
Nope. In between both of those numbers, actually.
In between 200
1,000?
and 2,000.
We'll just give it to you. $300 they were going for on eBay.
Damn.
The $60 product.
You made it sound like it was
He made it
in
sound like
the
it was-
thousands.
No, I just said it was in between both numbers. You said 2,000. You said 200.
He wasn't
it
wrong.
literally is in between, somewhere in there, right? 300. Boom. Moving right along.
Charlie Manson got one.
Did he really?
Yep, he has one, and someone said that they're selling extension cables for those controllers for about $10.
Yeah, the cables for the controllers
Oh, man,
are another
those
thing.
are short.
Yeah, they're very short.
Holy crap.
The thing I still have a problem with, because you can't do anything outside the games that are already on there.
Right.
Yes.
You're not downloading any
Which
new
kind
ones.
of pisses me off.
Yeah, so you're paying $60 for how many games again? 20?
Yeah.
30.
30 games? So you got 30 games,
Yeah.
and
It's basically an
That
emulator.
you can get on an emulator for free
they're not the creme de la creme. I'll give you that.
and
Not-
use an Xbox.
Not gonna
controller.
lie, I kind of wanted to get it, but then I realized that it doesn't play the old games, like the actual.
Oh,
cartridges.
you wanted a cartridge player?
Yeah.
No, it does not do that.
Like that to me,
Yeah.
that would be awesome because then I can play the 30 games that are on there, plus the ones I have still.
Nah,
You don't
That'd
think this
be
is
dope.
the creme de la creme though? I mean, the games on here are some of the
Balloon
best.
Fighter is one of them, right?
Well, they can't all be winners, Aaron.
Yeah,
but
they can.
You got,
Yeah, but
you
you
got
got-
Super Mario Bros.
And then again,
1 through 3,
are those
right?
all
1 through 3.
Are those all Nintendo? I mean, I don't know how.
Are
it
they
works for
third party?
licensing.
Are you asking? Are they third party? Are there third party games on
Yeah.
there?
You got Donkey Kong.
Am I
Legend of
getting
Zelda,
any?
Final Fantasy, Metroid,
Okay.
Pac-Man, Mega Man 2, Kirby Adventure, Castlevania, Ninja Gaiden, Punch Out.
Bad Dudes is on there, right?
I'm still scrolling through. the
Ninja
list.
Turtles 3 is on there.
They can't all be on
See,
there.
this is what I'm talking about.
No, that's why emulators win. I wouldn't say.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just said it wasn't some of the best of the best. Yeah, Ghosts and Goblins on here.
Hmm.
They have a lot of good stuff. Galaga, Tecmo Bowl.
See, another thing too is like, is there going to be updates to where you can
There's no updates.
get these
No.
games?
Uh-uh.
No,
There's nothing. You are buying you're old school buying just with 30 on a
Can't do it
cartridge.
now.
That's
Yeah,
what you're
can't do
doing. The nostalgia factor is there, definitely understandable. Nostalgia factor is there, but we live in a time where we get bored fast.
Yeah.
And we're
Yeah.
gonna want more out of this system. And I think, unfortunately, you're probably gonna have to wait until they do the relaunch of the Super NES, because that's probably what's coming next. I mean, they've already said the Sega Genesis one is in the works or whatever.
They will. They'll keep doing it because the popularity with this one. Plus, Nintendo always does the thing where anytime they release a system close to holiday season, they don't have any.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
to build up the, I gotta get it, gotta have it, want.
It's gonna be good though. I think it's good. It's a good gateway. Like if I had kids, they wouldn't have the latest ones right now. They'd have this first.
Why wouldn't you just put them on an emulator?
Or an emulator. They would play that, of course.
Right, you train them.
Yeah. They got to start from the beginning.
They got to earn.
I wanted to get one for my nephew.
Because you got to respect
I don't know.
what crap we had to go through. That's what that is. All the way up to the stuff. So you can be like, why doesn't games, where's the evolution of video games? Which we'll get into a little bit later, a little bit of that type of discussion. This next story warms my heart. I've been a gamer almost all my life. It's one aspect of my being, but I've never seen this level, and it's probably happened before. I just haven't seen it on a game. So the game Battleborn came out, of course, and got overshadowed by Overwatch. Right?
Yep.
We don't really play it. Actually, we don't play it. Putting really in there is kind of a loose thing. So, Battleborn players rally to save the game on Battleborn Day today. Today is November 12th.
Oh, how'd that go for them?
I don't know. We'll have to find out coming up.
I have a feeling it was overshadowed by National Pizza Day and
Web Moving Day.
And stuff going on in the real world.
There's a lot to this, but to sum it all up, they started a thing on Reddit, saying, hey, Battleborn isn't as successful because of this, and this. Overwatch came out. There were a couple of bugs. There was a lack of a lot of promoting and marketing and stuff like that. But it's actually a good, solid game, guys. This is a good, solid game. And I'm really summing this up. There's a long thing on Reddit. You can go and find the whole little thing. So they're like, hey, let's support this game. You have it. We're all going to flood the servers, or not flood the servers, but we're all going to play this game on November 12th, Battleborn Day or whatever, and we're going to go and,
Oh, it's not like an official day.
It's not. It's
just a day they assigned.
Yeah, it's just a day the guys on Reddit, this dude on Reddit, assigned, and to get the drum support. Well, developers heard that, and so they decide to actually give this whole thing a go and give incentives and rewards for playing this weekend of Battleborn Day, and upload it to the game, so the people that actually participated in this day, gets rewards and stuff for that.
That's kind of cool.
I thought that was freaking amazing.
That's dope.
Like, you don't see video gamers have that much of an impact on games all the time, but something like this,
that's cool.
Is dope.
Almost makes me want to pick up the game.
I can see that, but
I probably won't need it.
You got some cool updates, and these are some of the things that they'll get. So you prepare Loot Apocalypse, play with devs, double XP. It says double credits for all rolled in Phenomenal Weekend, of course. A special Battleborn Day queue with all kinds of fan favorite maps, modes. You get to try out all 29 Battleborn heroes. Every character will be temporarily unlocked for every player. Enjoy 20% off of all skins and taunts in-game marketplace, swag giveaways on Battleborn Facebook and Twitter channels, and much more.
That's Gearbox, right?
That's Gearbox. All because one guy on Reddit
stuff.
drummed up enough,
enough support. That's cool.
So I thought this was freaking amazing. Like, why can't we
ever happen?
Yeah, like exactly. When's the last game that got that type of support from the actual, just hearing from the fans or whatever? The game's still terrible, but
it's cool.
It's a little better now.
Who do you
Didn't
think
the fans save a game before this? It was like a MMO, wasn't it?
I don't know any MMO they try to save. I know they would always
they tried
protest.
to save the original server for WoW.
WoW? Oh yeah, that one
and,
that was
and then it failed. That failed.
Yeah, that failed.
But they tried. What do you think another developer would like? What's another developer that would do something like this?
I don't know any other one.
Yeah,
I don't know, because like, you just went with Blizzard. Blizzard was going to shut it down because cash rules everything around.
Right.
Cream, got to get the money out of Blizzard.
What about high res?
Commitment.
Can you see high res doing something like this?
High res
I don't see their game's not like
not being played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, theoretically.
High
what
res.
other
You know what?
developer has this kind of.
I would say
commitment?
yeah from high res.
I can see
because high res
doing it.
does the things where you can actually submit skins for Smite characters, and they've used that before.
That's cool.
that's cool.
I believe that Angel one was the first one. That one for Thanatos or Thanatos, where he transforms each time he levels up. That was created by a character.
They just wanted to do that.
It's dope
Diablo
though.
style.
It's a dope skin. So
Yeah.
so I can see high res doing that.
They're doing a big giveaway right now on the Twitter, and it exploded.
Did it?
Yeah, we have like 3,000 entries into this thing because it's for a skin for Aphrodite.
Oh, the Halloween one, right?
yeah.
Aphrodabra.
Yeah.
And I guess that skin must have been pretty hard to get because there's a lot of people like super stoked about this. And we got 75 of these bad boys that we're going to be giving away next week. So if you guys want, if you guys play Smite and you want a shot at that code, you just go to the Twitter at EnergyGG, and it's the pin post. You just got to retweet that and follow Energy, and you'll be entered to win. But I'm really hoping maybe some people don't claim their prizes, and then I can sloop in and get one of those because it is hot.
It's
really good.
I haven't played Smite.
Scoundrel.
I haven't played Smite in a while. I need to get back on that.
It's good. It's a
too
good
busy
game.
Playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse
Really good game.
for 5 hours straight, like a crackhead.
I don't know why.
Game is
You're just playing a fighting game.
amazing, but it's a good fighting game. It's a good, like me and Jerry were.
But don't you have a thing where after you see every single move, you're done?
I haven't seen every single move.
You've seen it.
You go to different characters around the little open world area, and you learn different moves.
It's the same thing over and over.
It's so good.
A little bit of yelling.
A lot of yelling.
Lights and beams.
So, like I said,
Somebody dies.
I'm a black Saiyan in this game, and I
can't even tell.
I just
'cause
got
he has no hair.
I just got the ability to turn Super Saiyan, right? And so I turned Super Saiyan, and my eyebrows turned gold, right? All right, yeah, my eyebrows turned gold. I'm still bald. I can turn Super Saiyan 3, and when I turn Super Saiyan 3, I get a giant long lock of hair.
Out of nowhere?
Like out of nowhere,
Out of
just
nowhere.
a giant bushel of hair.
Just so much power radiating through
so
it
much
grows
power.
hair.
I just grow a thicket of hair all the way down my back, like the longest
Does the hair stay with you when you go back?
When I depower down, it disappears. It's the most strangest thing. So I'm like in a battle, right? And they're like, you got to learn how to go Super Saiyan. And so I'm like, all right, I'm fighting and stuff like that, and I have to charge up the meter. And then I finally get there, and I was like, all right, it's time to do it. And I just,
5 episodes later.
I burst into Super Saiyan mode. I was like, what the hell? Where did that come from?
Where'd that hair come
And
from?
I was like, I got hair now. I'm styling.
So do you regret not putting hair on yourself originally?
Nah. Because Jerry has hair, and whenever he turns Super Saiyan, his hair just turns gold.
I thought he was bald.
No.
Like One Punch.
He has... Oh, no, he is bald. Oh, but no, he had a...
The wig?
I think he had the wig. I'm not sure. But he said his hair turned gold. He said his hair turned gold. I didn't get to see him when he transformed. But when he transforms number 3, he gets the same hair as me. So, that's
Just the flowing locks, apparently.
So, that's all I had for banging around the web, everybody.
All right.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was it.
That was anticlimactic.
It was
Good show.
very slow for news. I'm telling
Chat
you.
is very excited. We have some people in chat on the East Coast who said that Dave Chappelle's episode of SNL was pretty darn good.
I was reading that.
It's gonna be a barn
in the
burner.
middle of Aaron's story, I started thinking about what kind of skits he's going to do.
I'm gonna go watch it.
I wouldn't expect any of his classic, like Dave
Why?
Chappelle show.
Somebody said he
characters.
already dropped the N-bomb.
Good.
Which is
Good on
like-
you, Mr. Chappelle.
Isn't that what got somebody in trouble? One of their black
As long as he doesn't wear a
correspondents.
dress.
Like, is that what you'd want? Would you want to see
He
him
already has.
use his Chappelle show characters?
Nah,
on
come up with
SNL?
something new.
Yeah,
No,
He's
'cause
buff now.
Isn't that
so.
part of Comedy Central's stuff?
I don't know.
And I don't know if Comedy
I'm
Central.
pretty sure he can be Tyrone Biggums whenever he wants. I think that's pretty much his thing to do. I think that's one of the only characters I'd care to see come back.
A crackhead.
his crackhead character was.
It's like that's all I care to see back.
I just want to see
The
crackhead.
I want to
crackhead.
see the crackhead one.
So with the slow news week, I thought we can go over some of these things here. It's 2017 in what, 2 months? Less than 2 months.
Almost there.
And there's video games all around the corner, and we've only been feeling like we've been hyped about like what, 2 of them maybe.
Red Dead Redemption.
That's
Yeah.
one, and we don't even know anything about that.
Zelda.
Don't need to.
What about the Zelda game?
If
Oh,
your
yeah.
name is Joey Ferris,
I'm
yeah.
excited for that one. I'll play it. It looks good.
If your name's Joey Ferris,
No, whatever. The game looks good.
we will decide because we are going to go over. How many did I put in here? Like
It's gonna be hard to get
25?
a Switch. I almost said Twitch. It's gonna be hard to get a Switch right off the back.
it is going to be hard to get a Switch.
So I don't know if I'll be able.
Unless you're an old black mother. We're going to decide.
It gave me chills.
Terrible. We're going to go over some of these games. I got about like 15 of them here. And we're going to decide if they are buy-worthy.
Sell-worthy.
You know, I guess sell-worthy. Trade-in-worthy. Or if we just, leave them alone. They, skip right over them. I have little descriptions of them, why you should get these games, or why the advertisement or their marketing people say you should buy these games. And we'll just be the judge of it. These are all games that are slated for either 2017 or 2018 as well, because they don't really know.
Yeah, it's too far.
I know that sucks, right?
2018.
Let's start off strong with the first one, Resident Evil 7, a.k.a. Biohazard.
Oh, see, that's going to be a
7.
good one. I completely forgot on one. That one fell off my brain. That's going to be great.
The game's approximately set 4 years after the events of Resident Evil 6 in the fictional city of Delvey, Louisiana.
Oh, so it's gonna be canon with. The
Yes,
rest
it is
of- I
canon.
thought they were gonna just redo everything.
Nope. It features a new protagonist named Ethan Hawke, who also played in Training Day, who's a civilian that
Is
lacks...
that the character's name?
No, it's just Ethan. Who's a civilian that lacks much of the combat skills that most of the main characters of the previous Resident Evil titles displayed.
He doesn't have like bulking arms.
No.
Punches a rock.
Ethan is on the search for his missing wife. Does this sound familiar? Silent Hill? Anybody? No? Okay. Which leads him to a derelict plantation mansion, home of the strange Baker family.
So the Baker family can derelict.
My balls.
Although connections to previous games in the series will be made, the game will feature an entirely new cast of characters. The title of the game, which for the first time contains both Resident Evil and Biohazard as the brand name. So we're actually in America going to be getting it called Resident Evil Biohazards. It's not just...
That's gonna confuse so many people.
That's
You guys got that Biohazard game?
Well, we're not in Japan, so...
No, but everybody, if they call Grand Theft Auto IV,
Which was
or
sad.
V, they're not gonna understand that.
Y'all got
the
that.
Biohazard.
Y'all got that Grand Theft Auto IV.
I've actually, when they said that, I used to... only on, I think, 2 occasions, I've said, what is that again? The IV.
That Grand Theft Auto IV,
One
man.
more time. Try it
But
again.
like, is that like a medical simulator? What are we... What are you talking about?
Nah, man, you steer the car.
Y'all got that Madden though?
So here's why you should buy Biohazard, or why they say you should buy Biohazard. The player controls the protagonist, Ethan, from a first-person perspective. Not the first time in the Resident Evil series. We've had first persons before. Ethan will have access to weapons including, and not limited to, pistols, shotguns, flamethrowers, explosives, and chainsaws. All to fight against enemies described as mutant creatures. Although, according to the developers, players should not expect a gun fest. I applauded aloud whenever I heard that the developers said, don't expect a gun fest. I was like, yes.
The VR experience that I got to do, the one where you're in the kitchen, I think is what it's called. You're bound to a chair.
Uh-huh.
You have a complete feeling of like helplessness. It was, my hands were tied together and you're holding onto the controller, so your hands are kind of together. You're using the motions to like bump things over to try and wake up your fallen comrade. He gets up and he's trying to cut you free, and then you just see this mutant lady come from behind him and stab him through the chest. All in like beautiful, like the best fully grown crisp 3D experience I've ever had.
Nope.
Yeah, that's the one I'd leave alone too.
No, and you can like look around.
Done.
She runs away, and then you hear things creaking behind you and on the ceiling, and you're just like, I was completely immersed.
That's the one I want my girlfriend to play though, like that on her, just like, and you just sit back and record it. We need to get those type of videos out there when that comes out.
Is it worth the eye herpes?
Yes.
So it was that day.
The short answer is no. The long answer is hell no.
Real quick to jab this in before we make our predictions and verdicts and all that type of stuff. They said coming back, we're going to be getting puzzle solving that we lacked out of the previous like
Beautiful.
2 of them. Healing herbs have also been confirmed back. And they have guaranteed that there are no QuickTime events this time around.
Healing herbs.
QuickTime events in VR would be pretty difficult.
Turn your head to the left. Yeah.
A dodge.
I think this is going to be a great game. I think it is. I don't know if it's going to be the one that sells everyone on VR, but definitely more so than any of the crap that's out right now. Like, the remakes of Batman, these little things they just kind of threw out there to keep you entertained. This is the main event. And
I feel like it is, yeah. I would wholeheartedly concur. It probably, if it's probably the top example of a VR of how you play it, because it's atmospheric when you put that stuff on your head and then you're looking around. You are immersed into this backwards plantation with these hills have eyes people, and you are just like, and I'm very interested. I might have to, as much as I don't want to play the game because it's a horror game, like a true scare you in your sleep horror game, I think I might day one this one.
Wow.
Yeah, bold prediction right
that
there.
Is
without a
huge
VR headset though.
Without a VR headset. Oh, what am I, insane? Crazy?
I know, but I feel like this game is just gonna.
I have to live in the world still.
I think the game will be good without the VR. But I think the game will be legendary with the VR.
Oh no, yeah,
It's going to stride.
Aaron Carter or Lord Marin?
No, this is definitely Sir Aaron Carter speaking. It looks from what I've seen and what I love about game developers that are bold enough to show you gameplay and have people put their hands on it and then tell you.
Nope.
It's freaking amazing. So and they're like, what's the last scary game before this one? Can you even think of that one that was like true horror that you played and was like, okay, this is scary?
Dead Space.
It was probably Dead Space, really? What about PT, the demo?
Didn't touch it.
Exactly. Because that was horror.
You first of all, you've seen me and heard me play Resident Evil 1.
Which is terrible.
I will not do it. And I'm surprised I've got as far as I've got playing with.
That's because you had two people holding your hands the whole
basically.
time.
I haven't even turned it on yet.
I know.
I haven't downloaded it because it was free.
Do this. No.
It's not even.
No. Do I think it's going to be a good game? Yes. And it's probably going to be really good, really intriguing. Going back to the roots, scary. But no, because I can't handle it. I can't do it.
I don't like horror games. I promise you. I don't like horror movies unless they're like B horror movies and I can see the zipper on the killer's back or something like that from his costume. But for some reason, I'm drawn to this one because I haven't had a real visceral horror game in a long time. We play Resident Evil 1, of course. Yeah, whatever. But that's not horror to me. Like, okay, a zombie comes out and
because we
I
make
have
fun
tank
of
controls.
the
even when I'm looking at the stuff, it's not scary to me. A giant snake? What? Suck my nuts is what I say to that one.
So if there was a giant snake in this room about to eat David Webb, you wouldn't be scared or creeped out?
He's bit. You just got bit. That's what happened.
I literally had nightmares of that scenario.
But see,
I had nightmares of the zombie just going, like looking at you.
That thing never
scared me as a kid.
Nope.
Won't do it.
That never.
Won't do it.
That never freaked me out or nothing. So,
Can't do it.
But this game looks genuinely scary.
I want Resident Evil 4 because I got over a fear when I played that game.
Well, because you had the power back in your hand.
And that was great.
Yeah.
This one takes it away. This one takes that
and then
away.
now you want to put it in my face in first person?
Oh, yeah.
No. To hell with
No.
you, Capcom.
To hell with you.
Go
to hell
trump
with your
yourselves.
Terrible.
Because I'm not doing it.
The new storyline is
I couldn't even get through the demo.
interesting. Is the demo still up?
I have it downloaded on my PlayStation. Can't do it.
I don't know. It's
Can't do
gonna be it's gonna be a barn burner. So, Webb, what do you say? What say you, sir? What say you?
I'm mirroring Steven exactly.
You guys are cowards.
Thank
Hell
you.
no.
You guys are cowards.
Nope.
So I guess
know our
and,
limits.
Me and Cory, huh?
I'm in on this one, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You
And when you
are
guys
cowards.
William Shatner yourselves, we will be laughing because we have clean draws.
We won't be
That's-
watching the game with you, but we'll be behind
Yeah.
the TV.
I usually
watching
stay
you
behind
guys
the
play
couch.
game.
That's kind of my thing ever since Chucky when I was a kid.
Next game on the docket, then a little something less scarier.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Star Citizen. It's been in
It's a
development.
myth.
It's been in development for 5,000 years. It aims to combine multiplayer video game genres, including space trading, combat simulator, first-person shooter, of course, elements, massively multiplayer online. Alluding to Star Citizen's online universe, Chris Robert highlights that the importance of playing a player-driven content. It's like a sandbox for everybody, and occasionally you'll sprinkle little bits of scripted content that give a bit of character. But you're letting a lot of the players generate an intrigue. Generate the intrigue and the drama. So basically, they're trying to say we'll put NPCs in there, but the player is what's going to make the universe spin round and round.
This is a dumb game. This is maybe, I don't know, it attracts a very specific type of person.
Uh-huh.
You have to be really ready to commit to one game to play this, because this is the one where you have to put real life insurance money on your ships.
Yes.
You have to pay like a $10 insurance reoccurring fee so that if your ship gets blown up or stolen or something, you can like have Space Geico give you a new one or something.
Space Geico. So Space Flow.
Yeah.
It's just rolling around out
progressive,
there.
Flo.
That's progressive, man.
Well, it's all
Yeah.
going to be insurance.
You
So you
have
know there's
the
going to be
damn-
multiple ones.
You-
The
you-
gecko.
You have a little gecko in a spacesuit. Hey,
That's
mate.
terrible.
Are you in good hands? You're going to have all those guys.
That black guy's just floating around.
He's going to be competing. It's going to be bullshit. I don't know. It's too much of an investment.
Well, it says
Yeah.
persistent universe. Star Citizen will continue to develop after commercial release via a combination of emergent gameplay generated by players and new content, which will be developed by Cloud Imperium, the developers, of course.
And okay, one more thing. Sorry. How much does it cost to get into this game again? Because last time I checked,
it was an arm and leg.
hundreds.
Yeah.
Like to play this game, if you wanted to start off like with a ship and with the insurance on it and some things to get you going, you had to. There was packages that even started like at like $500 or something. Like it was incredible.
Holy.
Well, they're going to have. I mean, the business model is going to change definitely because they can't sustain that way forever. They're talking about this thing where players can own like factories and mines in the game. So I'm thinking that may be a way to circumvent the whole. You have to constantly keep paying and stuff like that. You'll have things.
So you're
that
gonna get
generate,
those mines for free?
No. You'll probably have to get the mines, but once you start generating money from those mines and stuff like that, you'll probably
It
have.
won't be
some
real life
troll
monies
with a stick of
anymore.
dynamite instead of some troll
See,
with a
well,
stick of
think
dynamite
about that.
comes up and steals it when you're asleep at night because it's a server that's constantly running. I think this game spells disaster.
I feel like this is another
Disaster.
No Man's Sky.
They have a select lawless planets in the game where just kind of anything goes, and you'll have ground-based combat there with infantry style weapons. I don't know. They stopped, I think, that development on their single player one, and they're just focusing on that massive universe one.
Yeah.
So
I like the concept, but yeah, no, I'd be pissed if I spent $500.
I
and
feel
then
like-
my
yeah.
ship gets blown up, and I have to spend another $500 to get an actual ship. That's no. Concept is cool.
I say if they change the business model, I'm all in. I just got to see the release. It's really what I kind of want out of a space exploration game. What I've seen so far.
I don't think it is.
But
I think it's what you think you want, but it's going to be so much work. It's like, do you even have insurance in real life?
well, see, that's what I'm saying. If you
Like,
change the business model, yeah, I do have insurance in real life.
I'm going to try to bust them out, dude.
I mean, I don't know. If I was single, I probably wouldn't. Honestly,
What?
Wife,
It's illegal, first of all.
my wife does most of that stuff.
You need
But-
to have insurance.
So I don't know. I was genuinely curious whether you had like insurance. and
That's
stuff.
horrible.
But I don't know how single people live anymore. But that's what you think you want, man. This is not the one. Save. I had a friend who got really into Star Wars. Remember the original MMO?
Yes, I do remember that one.
Galaxies?
Yes.
There's like a
Pre-overhaul or after?
pre.
Okay.
Someone set up a server somewhere that was playing like the vanilla version of the game, and you can.
That's the hardcore one. The real hardcore one.
It's the real hardcore one that still exists that people still play today. And I'd see the guy a couple times a week, and when I saw him, like, he was aging. And he would, when I was asking, like, yo, how's that game going you're playing? He's like, oh, man, my robots aren't selling, because he was a robot builder.
Good Lord.
So he had to go mine the resources and build robots and try and get people to buy these. And it didn't sound like he was having fun. I was like, well,
it was a job, yeah.
I was like, why didn't you just pick, like, a bounty hunter and go, like, chase people? He's like, well, that's just kind of... I mean, there's a lot of people doing that, but I wanted to build robots.
But think about this: if it's possible in said game, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a job. I want to be a space pirate. That's what I want to do. I scrounge for scraps to build up my stuff, and then I go and I, purposely attack other things to all better my, my arsenal and stuff like that. I go after your mine that you've set up, and try to steal what I can.
You're a douche.
But that's what space pirates are.
A space douche.
That's what they are. I mean, that's what they do. I'm not saying that's what I would do, but I'm just saying, what if that's the road I want to? It's very well possible if they allow that within the thing, because it's a player-driven kind of economy and world and stuff like that, and universe. So that open and freedom, that's fine. So if your coworker wants to be a robot builder, and I want to go attack his factory,
he builds robots. There's gonna be like an army of robots.
He better have some good ones. I would give it a chance, but like I said, they have to change that business model first. I can't.
I'm not going to live in fantasy world where they're just going to change the model for no good reason. I'm going to assume that things are going to be the way they are, and I'm going to stay away, way, way far away from this one.
Yeah, I feel like it's reaching too far. There's too much amazing stuff they want to do, and I feel like it's just not going to deliver. And people have built that hype because it's been in development for how long?
Forever.
And
forever. To me, I just feel like it's another No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Where it's just not going to deliver, and it's not going to be the game you were hoping for. I mean, it probably will have good ideas, but in the long run, I don't think it's going to be worth it. For me, at least.
So we're too deep. What are they saying in chat? Any questions, comments, concerns on these games so far?
Special Cases is really the only one talking. He's been a real chatty Cathy.
I think everybody's just been watching Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. I love
We're
how...
competing with Dave Chappelle, guys.
That's a tough one.
This guy, Frankie Tanky 9, came in for a minute, and he asked a question about Trump. And I was like, dude, we're not talking about Trump anymore. And then this was the nicest troll response I've ever seen. He said, no problem. I'm trolling random Twitch streamers, asking them awkward political questions. Enjoy the rest of your podcast.
Bye.
He clicked his heels and went on to the next
He was
one.
polite.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What was his name?
His name was Frankie Tanky 9.
Frankie Tanky, the polite troll.
Yeah.
Coming to Fox.
Right.
Yeah, we should start burning through these games a little quicker.
Well, we got Legend of Zelda, of course, Breath of the Wind.
Yeah, let's just skip over that one. It sucks.
Wow, terrible.
Joey's going to kill you.
Well, the funny thing is that the guy who told us to move forward is Joey,
Yeah.
our friend.
Then there you go.
And listener who's really into that game.
It's a bye. There.
See, he's been yes.
No, Joey.
He told us to skip him.
You want us to skip, go
fast.
through. So,
Yeah.
there you
Moving
go.
on.
Moving right along.
You're dead, Corey.
He's like, no.
One thing that's actually surprising about the Breath of the Wind is Amiibo support.
Amiibo?
Yeah, I saw that in
Why?
action. They had like a Wolf Link amiibo.
And it'll be inside the game?
Yeah. He used
Doesn't it
like,
fight with you?
Yeah, I fought with him.
Yeah, that's kind of dope.
That is
I'm
kind
not
of
going to lie. That's kind of
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, it was really cool. This game is a winner. I can't stress enough how much of a winner this game is going to be. Like, as much crap as we talk about kind of the direction Nintendo's been going and their games, this one is actually going to be very good.
I don't know. They've never upset me.
Well, I won't be playing unless it's at somebody else's house because
Boom.
I'm not going to buy a Wii U or a Switch right off the bat.
Just for this game.
Yeah, just for one game.
Is it coming out on the Wii U?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Wii U. It's Wii U and Switch. Theoretically Switch. It'll probably be Switch. It's got to be Switch.
It's not gonna be Switch.
Yeah,
Wii
get it
U
on my Wii
exclusive.
U.
You have a Wii U?
Yeah, still have it.
Yeah, I mean,
Still have it.
to each their own.
It is pretty much
No one's perfect.
Legend of Zelda Skyrim. I mean, you
It is.
can cook your
Yeah.
own food. You can, approach the bad guys in a variety of different
He
ways.
jumps and talks.
The thing I just didn't care for too much, and it kind of killed me in like even back in Halo. Remember, you're this Master Chief guy, and he can't swim or anything, or you jump, he just sinks straight to the bottom. There's like a stamina meter, so if you're Zelda or you're Link and you're swimming, and if you have a stamina bar, and you can't just tread water to like get your stamina back. If you swim too far out or whatever, even if you're just sitting there, you'll just sink to the bottom and die. And I think the
Well,
same.
I mean, that's what happens in real life.
Yeah, you get a cramp.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
just
it's
sink straight
basically
to
what
the
happens. He
bottom.
like gets a cramp and he sinks to the bottom and dies. I feel like you should be able to tread water at least and get some of your stamina back. It makes a little more sense when he's climbing because it's the same mechanic, I believe, when he's climbing the side of a mountain.
You just fall.
Yeah, he like,
Hit a
I'm
jagged
tired,
rock.
and then he just falls off. You can't just like hold your position for a little while and get some stamina back. Or
So have you ever rock climbed? It's actually hard to hold yourself up.
Yeah.
You just kind of like
And just wait.
you're using all your muscles to stay in place.
I think I would, if I had a Wii U, of course, you have to buy it.
Yeah.
It's the only game that's going to
Yeah.
keep your system even alive.
I got buy-in from Ferris over here. He said that stamina bar bothered me when I played it at E3. I drowned twice in a row.
How do you drown
It's because
twice
he's
in a
not
row?
used to it. That's because he's not used
Yeah,
to it.
once you play the
Right,
game,
once
once
you
you're
get
at
used to
home
it,
playing,
yeah.
you'll probably get used to it. You'll know what you can do and what you can't
And
do.
who knows? Maybe you'll extend that stamina bar by collecting things that look like hearts.
Probably. They look like stamina.
They look like stamina, whatever the emblem for stamina is.
I think we all agree that this will be a good game. But I don't know if we're going to all buy it. Webb, you're not buying it, right?
No, I don't have a Wii U.
Or a Switch. Blade.
Yeah.
Next one, you're probably going to have to Google on your guys' computers or your phone. It's called Matterfall. It's on the PS4.
I've heard of this. No.
Have you heard of this one? There's very little information on this one, so we'll burn through it pretty fast. Matterfall follows the unexpected hero fighting to survive this sci-fi infected world of a mysterious, deadly alien material known as smart matter. So basically, from the trailer that they showed was only CG. It wasn't actual gameplay. It just showed a guy who can actually transform his arm, kind of like Mega Man, into kind of a gun type of state, and he's fighting all this like matter that infects technology and attacks him.
So he's Mega Man.
Yeah, basically he's Mega Man. Not quite sure it's going to be on the PS4, of course, sometime 2017. Not a lot of information on this one.
I'd have to wait until there's more.
There was a couple of news stories out for it. They were like, oh, Sony just announced Matterfall and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, what's Matterfall? That's the only reason why I kind of threw it in there, because
I never even heard anything. Maybe
I
if we
didn't
see a
either.
trailer and some
But see, the other
gameplay.
thing,
Like
when
a
I
gameplay trailer.
the trailer is no gameplay. Yeah, it's all
Yeah,
just.
I'm
and
watching
I
it now.
Hate that. I absolutely hate CG trailers because it doesn't tell me
They're
anything.
misleading.
No.
They're definitely misleading.
Yeah, if you watch the trailer, it's not going to tell you anything. So
It's gonna get, it tells you like the plot, but
It's
besides
usually
that,
just to pump you up.
that doesn't pump me up though.
because
You know
it's,
it did?
it's nothing. It's
Mass Effect Andromeda, and they did the exact same thing.
But I saw gameplay of that. I saw gameplay before I saw that CG trailer.
Same thing.
So yeah, they showed a full like 5-minute thing of him going
maybe
around.
that's why you're more excited than
Yeah,
for that.
so I'm waiting for that. That's on the list. Give it a second. Another one we got on here coming out on Valentine's Day. Couples out there,
It said Murder Simulator 2018.
For Honor for the PS4, Xbox, and the PC. Everybody, and it's the hack and slash game. You can play it Samurai,
You're right, okay.
Viking, or Knight. Each of those classes actually has 4 classes within the class, so it's like classception.
Oh, so you can be like Samurai Archer, Samurai Swords,
exactly.
Samurai Dual Wield.
And that to me makes it a little more interesting.
It adds another layer of what is that?
Combat system.
Combat.
Yeah, it's known as the art of battle. They're calling it within their thing.
Za'atu.
Have you seen actual gameplay for this one, Corey?
I don't believe I have. Which one is this?
For
For
Honor.
Honor. Did you play it?
No, I don't
E3?
think, I didn't play For Honor. No.
It's It's a unique take. It kind of feels like it's a mixture of a fighting game mixed with Dynasty Warriors, because there's a lot of like NPCs you can just kind of crush through and stuff
It's
like
Chivalry
that.
meets Dynasty.
Chivalry is in it, yeah. But it looks pretty damn good, there's going to be a story mode, of course, in it, but they also have
Surprising.
a heavy emphasis on not MMO, on a multiplayer aspect as well, with what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different modes in the multiplayer mode.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
And then your standard stuff, skirmish for like the
Protect the point.
yeah,
or something, yeah.
Dominion, they call it though. They have duels, of course, because the art of battle is in this, so it's going to be kind of cool. They have 2v2s, pretty
That's actually
right.
that's pretty good.
That's going to be dope. And then, of course, elimination, which is just like your death match type of deal. But this game, from the looks of it, because I would only probably be a samurai the whole time.
That's where my head was going.
Yeah.
about that.
Like, why would you be a Viking? That's one thing. Their armor is like not there. And
It's just the shield.
Yeah,
That's all you get.
yeah. And then I always feel like the knights would just be too slow.
Too tinky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though
They're
there's
hard to-
like I said,
mean-
there's still subclasses in between or under each one of them.
Yeah.
That's
like
probably what it's gonna be. Knights probably can withstand more damage.
Knights are gonna be more of a
Samurais
tanks.
are gonna be faster.
They're gonna be more like an assassin.
Yeah, and was it Vikings probably just gonna have brute force.
Nick says all heroes are unique and have their own weapons, skills, fighting styles. While Ubisoft plans on adding more classes before the release date, which is crazy, the classes as of now are Orochi, Kensai, Berserker, Raider, Warden, and Conqueror.
This reminds me of that. What was that television show that was on
Deadliest
Spike
Warrior?
TV? Yes, Deadliest Warrior.
Yeah.
And they made a video game at one point that actually it was like one of those. It's kind of like that Spartacus game we were playing for a little while.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was kind of in the same vein, not executed as well as the Spartacus game, but it was a very cool concept because it was nice to see these different warriors from different, time periods being able to throw down in a giant fight. It kind of just seems like it's going to be like the HD version of Happy Wars.
That's probably a good analogy for that.
Yeah, and Happy Wars was fun and all. I kind of thought it was a little too cartoony, outlandish, and buy to win or pay to win.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what really kicked me out of that one. But if this one could keep a nice, fair, level playing field of unlocking upgrades or however they're going to do that,
I think they're just going to go class based. I don't think they're going to do the upgrades and stuff.
That's perfect. That's
Yeah.
even better. I like that.
Holy crap, is that an hour?
That's an hour.
Sons of mother, I've got like 70 more of these things.
Yeah, too bad, man.
Well, on that one, are we going to say that's a goodbye? That's
Yeah,
a good
we have to do our
I'll check it
goodbyes.
out.
So with the last 4 games, then how are we looking at the future of gaming? Would we say that it's a bright
It's
future?
bright. It's really bright.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say it's bright
Good
as
stuff.
well.
We didn't even,
No,
touch
we didn't
upon some of the bigger ones, the Red Deads, which we know absolutely nothing about, Mass Effect.
That's kind of why I didn't really want to do that one, the Red Dead, because like we know what to expect from it. We all played Red Dead 1, which is amazing. So we're kind of throwing that already on it. But who knows? What if they come out with Red Dead 2 and it's just a real-time strategy game?
No.
It's just a top-down point and click.
Yeah. We don't know. We're always just putting our own.
I don't think you can.
We're putting our own
mix that
experience on it.
genre.
We're only putting our own experience from
I
Red Dead
don't see
1.
that being a good
Hey,
genre mix.
They're not going to Brutal Legend us.
you never know. You don't know what developers are going to
Jack
do.
Black's going to be the main character in Red Dead.
There was a game called Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2. When they came out with like Episode 3, it was like a card battle game. They totally turned left.
They did.
Yeah, so we don't know what's going to happen. That's why I kind of didn't want to put that on the list of like, because we don't know nothing about it.
That's not what Rockstar is known for. They do the open
Rockstar has a
world
great reputation.
sandbox, freaking
Yeah, they do the same stuff.
awesome games.
Thank you for listening to The Weekend Bang, everybody. Don't forget to head over to twitch.tv/videogame_bang and follow us. We've already hit 1,000. We're going to try to go for 2,000 to where we can, all, I don't know, do something from the Spider-Verse or something. I don't know what we're going to do.
Holy crap, that'd be awesome.
We'll do. Should we just do an episode in drag?
No.
That'd be awesome.
no, Spider-Verse.
See who makes the best girl.
We're quite all right with that one.
I think you would
Spider-Verse.
win because nobody else would dress up.
Yep,
and
you'd
be
be-
the only one.
I'm going for the win
You'd be the
all
only
the
one.
time.
Oh, yeah.
It's my personality. I
We
just
will
wanna
step
win.
back and hand that trophy to you.
Happy
graciously.
birthday!
Yep.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
Go follow us on all
Done.
the other social medias. Of course, we got a Facebook, we got a Twitter, and everything like that. VGBstudios.com. Tell your friends, everybody. We're going to be at Sack Gamers Expo December 11th, right?
Sack Gamer Sexpo.
For Steven Gutierrez, Cory Vincent, the real David Webb of Sacramento, California, I am Sir Aaron Carter saying you have just been banged.